for show. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to us together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes love exception? So why my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to us together, 'cause we don't know
All right, cuties. I need to run that back. I just got, my Ring camera. Someone is at my door. But come on in, hit the like button, and we're going to get started. Happy Sunday.
my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to us together, 'cause we don't know You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes love exception? So why
All right. Hey, cuties. Happy Sunday to you guys. Welcome. You guys can't see it, but I'm loving my new setup for sure. Shout out to 27K. Shout out to 27,000 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. It is what? 2.5 years, I believe. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for the awesome discussions, all of the above. Thank you to the Cutie crew as well. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's double this by next year. Okay. But I appreciate you guys. Real talk. I also want to say right off the rip that today is the 9th anniversary of my father's passing. And I said, I better go ahead and do this now because, yeah, you guys can imagine, you know, but I'm going to try to make him proud and get out and do some things in his honor. So rest in peace to my daddy. And I hope that he continues to watch over his baby girl. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I got that out the way because, baby, the lump in my throat. Uh, Shout out to Teresa Wright, first in the chat. T. Gordon, Victorious, Miss Tina, I am Queen Tori, Mama V, Patricia. Shout out to those that joined me in the Let Loose Lounge last night, the Patroni Cuties and the Cutie crew. Shout out to each and every one of you. We had a ball as always, and the Let Loose Lounge will continue every Saturday night. Also, I'm going to put up a post. Do we want to go ahead and knock out the fall of Diddy in one night? I think we can do it. It's about 40 minutes each episode. We got 3 left. And I see the praying emojis. Thank you guys so much. Give me 1 second, guys. I got it hot as hell up in here. Why? Why? Why do I have it so hot? All right, I have to turn that off. So we'll talk about that. Okay, Teresa said, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I think we should. So we'll pick a day this week. But shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so very much. If I did not say hello to each and every one of you individually, thank you. Man, my own business say it's 144, 154 at that time. People watching and only 94 likes. Hit the like button for me, guys. It is free. It is free. Yes, thank you so much, Chronicles of Kim K. The sisterhood is amazing. It is amazing. It's well needed. We are going to continue to support Melody Cherie in any way possible. But our sisterhood over here is just beautiful. It really is. So thank you for that message. I'm going to get into mail in one quick second. Yes, we did. We always do. We always have a ball. All right. So again, we're not going to be here long. I will give you guys the opportunity, if you want to come up after I'm done with this recap, to give your final thoughts on Love in Mary Huntsville. For me, I hope and pray that it is the last that we see of Love in Mary Huntsville. That's just me. But I want to say again, starting off the top, Melody Cherie did the damn thing. What a way to end her journey on Love in Mary Huntsville. Last night was a stellar performance. Okay, stellar. She gave what needed to be given. Period. So again, if I did not say hello. But I made this post yesterday on Instagram, and I want to start off with this. You know, Mel has carried this show since day one, and she carried it last night on the reunion. And as I put in my caption over here, she outperformed everybody. I just want to know, what would we have watched if it wasn't for Mel running the show? Honestly, I loved it. But I put that she outperformed everyone. Her theatrics, we'll see when Mel slid down in her seat. Theatrics. The clapbacks shut Destiny desperate ass down. Her class, her poise, her beauty, quick on her toes, all of that. That's what she showed. And I also put that she is true to her title, reality TV queen. Congratulations again to Mel for leaving on top on her terms. And I'm going to get into how Carlos at the end tried to woo folks. No, sir. And I said that there will never be another on Love in Marriage Huntsville, period. She absolutely dropped the mic. Okay. So again, shout out to the blueprint, because that shit, especially that third part, would have been boring. It really, really would have without Mel. So we go through a thing when we are watching it on Patreon, and we rate it. And I gave last night's reunion a 9 only because of Mel. Everybody else sitting there like a bump on a log, as the people used to say. You know what I mean? So yeah, she did that, period. And I loved her second of it. But let me start off real quickly. Alan, thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Daughter of Israel, thank you for the Cash App. If anybody send me a Cash App this week, super chat this month, period, forever, I appreciate each and every one of you. Money, 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 money. All right. And before we get to the recap, I also want to say, for those, I think that filming has halted. If you joined me yesterday, I sort of broke a little news, child. Oh, yes, I did. But it appears to me like they're ridding themselves of Carlos King. That's just my opinion. But we know that reality with the King is no more. No more. I'll remove the banner real quickly, and it says, unfortunately, there are no episodes available. It's done. No Wanda. Wanda came out here. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see. We ain't see ya. Okay. Thank goodness. So I do think that is on its way out the door. And then I also broke the news in a video yesterday that the cast was going to say farewell to Kiki. We will get into that scene in a second. But I just want to say this. First of all, rest in peace to Kiki. I am going to go ahead and put some purple hearts in the chat. I will quickly play one of my favorite moments when it comes to Kiki. And it was, let me get this off the screen. And it was this right here, baby.
Back your ass. I don't give a.
Gotta play it again.
Back your ass. I don't give a.
Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Kiki. Kiki had some amazing moments on Love in Marriage Huntsville. She brought it. She brought it. As you can see, I'll play it again. This is classic reality TV right here.
Back your ass. I don't give a.
When she splashed that water in Tisha's face, and I mean, it landed. Do you hear me? It landed. So I'm glad that they finally, you know what I mean, honored Kiki. But even when it comes to the scene that they showed, and that scene won't be in the recap, why wait to even play that? Why not do that while the season was running? So I'm not going to dog them too much. They did honor her, thank goodness. And we'll talk about that. But I got some questions about the family. I got some questions. Hey, Real Talk with Grace and Mercy. Hey, Rose. Hey, Cookie from the Shy. All right, I'm not looking at my chat, guys. We're going to get started. But I got some questions about the family. So first, I do want to say shout out to OMFG Reality TV on Instagram. I will be showing some clips from that Instagram page. It is allowed under fair use because I am criticizing, commenting, news reporting, all of the above. And I appreciate them and everything that they've done when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville and providing us with clips so we can, discuss. over in their comments and over here. So we're going to get started. And this first scene, again, the performance of Melody Cherie, baby. Loved it. But they continued on with the whole Ken, Trish, and Martell situation. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Love you, Aunt Debbie. And that's what we're about to watch, guys. So this is a continuation of last week. Let's take a look.
Do you find that funny, Ken?
That's not funny. Here's my whole thing with it. Like I told her before, it was way before. The problem I had with her is the omitting, and with him, stuff like that, like making little, innuendo. People take that and they be like, he's telling the truth.
Did you feel like Martell was trying
here
to
it come, here it come. Come on, man.
What happened?
You ain't got nothing to say to him, that man right now.
Gotta pause it. Baby, loved it. Read them down, Mel. Read them down. Let's go.
That man right there said he don't like that. You ain't got nothing to say to that man sitting right there? Because you argue with all the females. So you ain't got nothing to say. So you don't have nothing to say to that man right there?
Is Maurice a female?
I'm just asking. I mean, because he had a lot of...
Quick pause. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Martell absolutely argues with all the females on and off the show, and stellar Melody Cherie for calling his ass out right then, right there. Let's go.
Based in that voice.
No, it's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna let you gaslight anything. If he was disrespectful, I would say something, but he's never been disrespectful, and it's cool.
And you was quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set, baby.
Damn, Maurice, why you gotta?
Now, did you guys see that? I don't know if you heard it. He got upset with Maurice and said, why you gotta say that like a little biatch? Called that man a biatch to his face, and look at Maurice laughing. The disrespect and laughing. Okay, yes, he did, really. A whole biatch. Let's continue.
Good point. Because he's not disrespectful. It was a joke. And you know when I do say, I just feel that. So if I was in the shoes, I was in the same thing. So let me ask you this: do you feel like?
I'm gonna pause real quick. Even just remove what we just saw from Mel. What was this scene really giving? Everybody know. I know. My opinion only. Yeah. Martell and Trish did the damn thing. Okay. Trish has busted herself out on numerous occasions. And but without that, it would have been dry. It really would have been dry. No one really cares at all. Let's go.
You owe Ken an apology because you have made tons of jokes. Like what? Give me one. Okay. When Melody saying something, y'all ain't saying shut the when I'm talking to you.
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm not going to.
That's not true.
Now, wait a minute. Isn't that what Mel just said? You always arguing with the females. You always got that energy with the females. And look at the energy when it comes to Nell Flatshaw. Okay, come on now.
You might need to go switch things to Maurice then. Well, hush, stop talking to me.
Baby, Nell Fletcher is on one. Whether she's stuffed in that dress or not. Because, baby, it looked like she about to pop out. But she checked that ass. Good. Good.
You just sit over there and just shut the hell up.
Hey, Fletcher, I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, Martell.
Nell, okay.
There we go.
The thing is this. Why did you feel the need to intimate that you did not know who Trisha was in the beginning? She looked different from when I met her years ago. You said that Trisha was not hot enough for you to sleep when you first met her.
That's a lie.
You did say that.
Oh. No, that's a lie.
And you said it, sir. And Ken, you let him. You let him. The man said she was facially challenged, in my words. Okay?
Is that true?
Lying ass.
Did Martell ask you, was there anybody in the gym that you was working out in that you could send him information about? And you
Martell just told Chris, ignore that. Because he know he about to get caught up. Let's continue.
send him her, or you told him Trisha's name and he went and found her on social media, and you like, damn, Martell, how you do that fast? What happened or not?
Gotta pause. Nail Fletcher told Chris, don't ignore that. Don't ignore shit. Tell the truth. Look at Chris. Now, even, and I said this last night, even in this moment, there was still a bro code. Why would Martell tell Chris to ignore that? Because look, this is when Mel left the house, but before they were divorced. This was a couple months after she, moved out, when she was leaving Martell. And please believe, we didn't need to see it to know it. That man was still begging his wife at the time, while Chris was setting his ass up with somebody that was just in the gym. His cousin, by the way, that they did not discuss on this reunion at all. Made up bullshit, in my opinion. And yeah, Chris and Martell has done that often. Let's continue.
I was working out in the gym, and Martell and I were having a conversation on the phone, and he did ask, is any females in there? What I told Martell was, yes, there's one walking by right now. She's always in the gym. I told him her name. That was all I did.
And then, Martell, you took it upon yourself to go on Instagram and find her.
Of course.
And then you slid in her DMs.
Of course.
And then you invited her to your home to work out.
I hope you guys see that. Martell is not a good liar. A lot of men aren't. And lets me know that Mel was clocking all his tea in the game he was trying to run when they were married. Because when Carlos just said that, Martell really looking like to work out. That wasn't the reason why Trish went over there. And Trish knew that before she went over there. He looks puzzled.
No. We supposed to have worked out at a gym.
Because you also said you didn't remember whether it was a gym or a house. Because, gyms have weight machines. They have sanitizer and also have workout benches. And a house normally has a kitchen with a couch, a lazy boy.
Well, see, when he sent me the address, I thought it was going to a clubhouse out there. Because the neighborhood, when I Googled the address, seemed like a nice-ass neighborhood. So I'm like... And I guarantee you there is a clubhouse out there, right?
It is.
And I train people at clubhouse right now.
So you admit that you went inside of Mary's man home. And at this time, this show has been on for 7 years. This being a small town. When a Martell Holt DMs you, real talk, between us girls.
Come on now. Still lying, Sonia, still.
Did you really think that he wanted to work out with you being a female trainer?
Well, I didn't know Martell's character. And at the time...
No. Did you know Martell was married to Melody?
I didn't know any knowledge of their marriage until he told me at the house.
You never watched the show?
I did not.
The lies in my candy voice.
You think on TV in Huntsville? Okay.
Let me not say
I've
that.
never watched it.
You're a man.
But see, I was going through a lot. At that moment, it was a lot of... Let me just say, death going on.
Do you feel that Martell set her up to be seen as a loose woman?
100%. And
Ken, and I don't know if they still together or not. Trish did come out and say that she experienced mental and verbal abuse. They have since unfollowed. I don't know if they unfollowed. I believe they did each other on Instagram and all of that. Trish set her damn self up. Ken. Martell tried to play it off in the beginning and act like he didn't know her and was meeting her for the first time. So yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. She set herself up because, look, most women, if you've given up the pocketbook, the Hello Kitty, as I call it, you're going to feel some type of way. If a man is shaking your hand and saying, nice to meet you, nigga, you met me in your bed. What you talking about? And that's how Trish, I called her Trick. That's how Trish reacted to that whole Martell situation. She was offended because she know that they did, in my opinion, screw.
And I think it's cap that he didn't call her over there for other intentions. If one of my homies hit me up and like, hey, man, there's this pretty beautiful woman. She goes to the gym and I go research her. If I know she's a trainer, yeah, I might use that to lure her over, but my intentions ain't training.
We saw in the season finale that you two had a very intense argument.
Yeah.
She said that Martell is the problem that you have with her. It has nothing to do with her.
She was literally trying to piss me off. She has to go tit for tat. If I say something to piss her off, she gonna say something to piss me off. She almost like she gonna low blow every time.
Where you pointing at, bro? Where you pointing at, Mel?
He pointed right, Marceau. He said you the one that be taking all these low blows you have for years. Even though some of it I enjoyed in the past when it comes to Marceau, but it's not like, you know, Marceau should look this stunned. Come on, dude.
She gonna low. He gonna. She gonna
low.
low.
Melody or Marceau?
Marceau. She gonna try to pull it out of you. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, like I said, it would have been before me. It was the fact that one, she didn't tell the truth when I asked multiple times, and then
because she's a liar. That's why. She didn't tell the truth. That means she's a liar. But really, thank you, because this is in my notes. Thank you for saying this, and we're going to wrap this little scene up. How was Trish friends with Destiny and Stormy, and she knew nothing about love in Mary Field? How? It's been since discovered that there were posts or whatever where Trish tagged Destiny. Destiny came out, said she was her trainer. Stormy came out and said she was a hairdresser. How did she not know about love in Mary Field, Martell and Mel, them being married? How? Straight BS. Thank you for that comment, Relly.
And when it actually came out, she still kind of like beat around the answer around the truth.
And do you trust Trisha?
I 100% trust her. Now I know she has a weird way of doing things, a weird way of communicating.
Like telling the truth?
No.
Look at his sneaky ass. But he said, Carlos, but he said the right thing, like telling the truth. You know, since Ken and Trish hit the scene, throughout the social media atmosphere, everybody feels like Trish is a liar. From people that comment to content creators and beyond. She's a liar. That's just it.
She just like I said, we've been together 3 years. That was the only thing that I've ever known for her to be not tell me.
Do you find that funny, Ken?
So that's that on that scene. But as I mentioned, I really, really appreciated Mel in that scene. I loved her calling Martell out, and I love Martell proving her right in that moment. Loved it. Let's go ahead and get to the next scene, guys. And Marquez enters the building. Let's take a look.
I want to start out with the biggest question that everybody on social media has. It appears that when you and Trisha went through a dark place in your marriage, you decided to pack up, move to Atlanta, and not be at home present with your kids.
No, that's not true. I've always been present in my children's life. There's some underlying issues between me and Ken that has alienated me, ostracized me from being the father that I've always been and still am.
What has alienated you from being there for your kids?
Do tell.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, you, Ken, you, Trish, have alienated me, ostracized as far as trying to exclude me from, let me speak, exclude me from certain situations.
What year did you and Trish get married?
In 2006.
So you got married in 2006. When did you pack up your bags and move to Atlanta?
October 2021.
October 2021. Is that true, Trisha?
But he wasn't staying there. He had an address there.
Who had an address?
In and out at Friend's house.
In and out means in and out. So to me, that don't mean that he wasn't staying there, Trish. In and out means exactly that. I'm still in this house. I may step out the house, but in and out means he was still there. And how could you just say his name was on the lease? Y'all was married. Okay.
Name was on the lease, but he wasn't there.
but Ken was also saying that he wanted to lick you like a lollipop in 2017.
2017. All right. I'm glad I stopped it there because a couple minutes ago we heard Ken say that he and Trish have been together for 3 years. This was taped in 2024, so that means 2021. Ken and Trish, ain't no damn way you guys have been in each other's face, in the presence. You sending chocolate emojis from 2017 to 2021 without anything happening. So I don't care if they made it exclusive or moved in or whatever in 2021. I believe Marquez when he said that Ken, excuse me, was sending those chocolate emojis. And if Trish was willing to go to a stranger's home, Martell Holt, please believe, in my opinion, she was getting down with Ken while married. Well, she's still married. She was getting down with Ken as well.
It's good.
No, are you serious? You want to know something? Since you want to sit on here and talk about being ostracized, you weren't going to be able to spend time with your son on your for your birthday. I let your son drive my car to Atlanta so that he can spend time with you.
Admirable, Ken. Admirable. But for me, after that blow up between you and Trish, your moves have been very calculated. And I think that you let the son drive the car to Atlanta to see him so you can throw it back up in his face and Ken's face and everybody else's face. What you've done, what you've done, what you've done.
I sit up here all the time trying to constantly have your back by making sure your kids want to talk to you. Your kids want to spend time with you.
How many times have you seen your kids 6 million mimosas?
You're the bonus guy. You need to be bonusing for her as a mother, and you need to stop playing like you are my kids' parents and,
that's
and
an
their
idiot.
father.
That is the
No,
most idiot
no,
statement
it's not,
you can
because
make.
you can't have kids. You don't understand what it means.
This is what men do. This is what you.
Let's start with the definition of a man, because money does not make you a man.
Her kids were in a package deal.
Bro,
her kids were a part of the deal.
It's not just her kids, it's their kids. But I'm going to give you that, Ken.
You don't have to do anything.
Co-parenting with 2 narcissists will never.
Come on now, Marquez. Come on now. We're going to add you in that narcissist category as well.
You learn the narcissist word and just...
I talk to my kids daily.
It sounds like long as you're talking to them on the phone, then you're in their life. Do you pay for dance? Do you pay for school? Do you pay for class?
You talk to and provide life for it.
And if he's not providing monetary value, who has to do it?
I want to start out.
Okay. And I'm going to end this with this. Kimmy, shut up. Okay? Because your own husband was trying to put his responsibilities off on you when it comes to his son. So please, just hush. And I'm glad that Mel had to hush her later on in this episode. That wasn't your place. Maurice kind of looked shocked because he wanted her to shut up. But see, those are moments where people should have clapbacks. That was one. Maurice wanted you to clean up at the monster, you to cook. We talking after chemo and radiation. Whole responsibility was on you. But you gonna talk to somebody else about what they should be doing? Now, I will say when it comes to Marquez, first of all, shout out to Queen Sheba. I did watch her interview part 1 with Marquez late last night after we got done in the Let Loose Lounge. And it was one part that stumped Marquez and it stumped me. When Queen Sheba asked him, what is a role of a man? He really couldn't say that. He really couldn't answer. And, I like Marquez, but I'm not going to ever give anybody props if they're not doing what they should be doing, trying as hard as possible when it comes to their children. So that means if twice a week you got to drive from Atlanta, do that. That means if you got to find out where dance is and pay that shit up in advance for a year, do that. Go the extra mile. You know what I mean? But do I think that Trish and Ken has bullied this man? That may be a strong word to use to a certain extent. Absolutely. We've synced it in my Moses voice. So and I will say that he was very intelligent and all of that in that, not that I didn't think that he was in that interview, but yeah, if you can't answer what a role of a man is, especially when you're married, a provider, a protector, and All of that should have just come right off the top of the dome. It didn't. So that's that on that. We're going to keep it moving and let's continue.
Anybody that says that they want to be this bonus dad, this father, does not talk about monetary value, my guy. I'm always going to be their father.
You haven't done. You haven't done.
Will never.
Name a time you get. We give you money. We give you money.
What have
We
you
never
given
give you.
me?
You borrow money from your son. Bro, you're a bum.
Those fighting words. Those fighting words. You a bum. And Trish, I'm going to tell you this. You've allowed this. You've created this environment for Ken to speak to the father of your kids like that. If it was Trish saying all of this, then, hey, it is what it is. But she's created this environment, and I do think that those kids going to have some questions for mama pretty soon. Ken has overstepped his boundaries since day one for me. Since day one. And now we know why. That man told her, good luck to you trying to do for your kids. Like he was a straight up Captain Save-A-Ho. Danya, I agree. Marquez is a deflector. He is. Let's continue.
You can call me whatever you want, but Trish, don't sit here and exclude all of the 15, 16, 17, 18 years that I had with our children and me and you before he came. Don't sit here and act like none of that existed.
She did not disagree with him. Look at her face. Even when we saw early in the season, Trish and Marquez meeting without Ken, they had an awesome discussion.
What is the status of your divorce?
It's filed. It's filed. Yes.
I ain't seen no paperwork. That's still my wife.
Well, you got to go.
Well, you had 30 days, buddy, and if you didn't get the,
that's fine. I'm good. I hope you pay for it.
I definitely did because you couldn't afford it.
I mean, you don't know none of my status, my guy.
Sure. But
my guy.
I have no beef with you in real life.
I have beef with you in real life. Like, this is not.
I'm going to stop right there real quickly. Ken, the 30 days. And we're going to see what Marquez have to say about that in a minute. You got 30 days, though. You got 30 days, though. Well, again, shout out to Queen Sheba because we learned that Trish has some tricks up her sleeve when it comes to that. And look, I've been divorced twice. And the first time, it appears to me that Trish did exactly what I did. And that's mail those notifications off to addresses where you know that they aren't. And when you do that, and if there's no response, they're going to grant you that divorce. That didn't happen with them because Marquez ended up getting the notice. She also tried to file stating that she didn't have any kids. And I think that she did that because she wanted a clean break. But again, in that interview that Marquez gave last night, he caught on to that. I think he said when he went down to the courthouse or whatever. Let me tell you guys, when I got divorced last year, there are two sets of paperwork. You're going to either file with children or without. You can't make a mistake. Two totally different sets of forms. So it's not like Trish could come out and say, oh, well, I forgot to click that box. Or no, it is two different sets of forms. So she did that on purpose, and that's scandalous. That is scandalous, Trish. It really is. But let's continue.
This is reality TV, but this is real life.
This is all I want. This is all I want. As the mother and the father,
you're not a father. You're not a father. You're a bonus guy.
Marquez,
you
would want somebody in your children's life that doesn't want to take care of them.
Well, you got one, Kimmy. Am I tripping? Does Kimmy not have one? That's someone that she's married to that put all the responsibilities, damn near, I don't know financially, off on her, and you sitting here. Girl, shut up.
I don't have respect for him ever.
Okay, so
because,
you
know why? Because I have a power discernment and I have God in me, and God told me that this man right here.
Are we there yet? I've been here 3 years.
I pay close attention to the cast. Everybody else, that could have in a moment given us reality TV. Everybody whispering and quiet. And I'm going to say that throughout this because, again, the only person that showed up and showed out was Melody Cherie. Let's continue.
I have the audio of him telling me that I'm not. Can we play the audio again saying that the DNA
Marquez came with receipts.
don't make you a father?
But no, DNA don't make you a father. A father takes care of the kid.
Bro,
Ken, I disagree. DNA definitely makes him the father, and you are not.
Are you serious?
DNA
don't make me a father?
No.
Not
You
yet.
know, you might want to sit down.
No, I don't have to sit down for nothing. Bro, I'm not gonna do nothing. This is real life, bro. I'm trying to. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. But y'all don't stop playing with me.
I'm asking you questions so that you can finally have the floor to answer them.
But y'all not listening to me.
I'm
giving you the answer, and y'all still telling me that I'm basically wrong.
No one is telling you you're wrong. Marquez, I want to talk to you about this. The way this works is we ask questions, you answer, and there are rebuttals. The beauty of this platform is for people to sometimes look at themselves and say, you know what? I can do better. I want you to have the opportunity to be heard. That's the only reason why you're here. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a crush on Melody?
Yeah, look how Carlos just got on through that and just took it right on to this crush with Melody. Let's watch.
I wouldn't call it a crush. I
Okay.
would say I have more of an admiration.
You want to take Melody out on a date?
Man, honestly, I'd rather get to know her as a person and more as a business side. I'm not really interested in dating.
When it comes to Marquez, he has, I agree with what he said, which is admiration. He always say, I want to talk about some business.
For sure.
That's the same thing Martell did with inviting her over to work out.
No, sir, it's not the same thing because Trish went. Mel ain't met up with no damn Marquez. Very big difference, Ken. No, sir.
It's the same type of situation. Like he's using your powers to get
Well,
to you.
it's not the same thing.
Are you a
because I haven't
simp for
gone.
even
So
like
there's a
saying that,
difference.
bro?
Thank you, Mel.
You think that's cool because your girl with Martell?
Even if they did it was before me, so
Bro,
it doesn't matter.
But she lied to you.
And
She playing your face.
You're lying right now.
She don't even want to marry you, bro.
She don't want to marry his ass. She told the kids that. Yes, she did.
Okay.
She really doesn't.
And she didn't deny it. Ooh, Trish, girl, in that dress, no ma'am.
Is there a reason why you haven't signed the divorce papers yet?
What do you mean? I'm the one that presented the divorce papers on
Did you
camera.
counter? Has he
Yes,
signed the
yes,
papers?
Yes.
He haven't signed the papers.
He hasn't signed the papers because your slick ass sent it to different addresses where you knew that he wasn't going to be. And you didn't want him to get those papers because you signed those papers saying you didn't have any children with him. But in this moment, they are trying to gaslight and lie and act like Marquez is just dodging the papers. I'm glad that he found this out, and they are still married right now today.
This boy just caps. He just lies.
I did.
He lies.
She signed them. She got them notarized, and it's been filed.
Okay.
Your signature's on the paper that she signed.
Yes.
No.
Would you-
Okay. I can't stand a
Is
person
it
that
Trisha?
lies.
No.
That lying.
Are you able to get a divorce without his signature?
Well, I filed it a while back.
In the state of Alabama, you get 30 days, my boy. If you ain't doing it in 30 days,
That's not how it works, Ken. There has to be multiple attempts. I don't give a damn where you live. Multiple attempts to reach the other party, and the party either acknowledges or not. It's not 30 days. That's what you all thought. Yes, Ms. YBBG, his face got cracked. That's what you all thought. It is not that easy, sir. It could have been had they really met up, like I did my ex, meet me right here, and we going up in this UPS store, have your ID, and we both gonna notarize and sign it. She didn't do that. She tried to be a slickster.
it goes through. Y'all don't have nothing to
But see,
fight over.
us getting divorced is not an issue at hand, bro.
Yeah.
You should have did that 3 years ago, 5 years
Man,
ago,
listen,
bro.
Say it, Marquez. Ken, all this energy that you got, you've been laying up in the bed with a married woman, taking care of the kids, doing your little handyman chores around the house and all of that. What Marquez just said is correct. When you knew that you had these feelings for Trish, then you, sir, should have demanded a divorce 5 years ago. And Ken didn't deny the years, but earlier he said 3. It was up to you. But here it is, 5 years later, you still laying up with that man's wife.
What are you talking about? We never had a chance to because I was actually trying to fight for our marriage.
How did you try to fight for your marriage when we never talked alone?
Now, we also know, I'm going to insert this, that Ken, very upset that the message that he saw from Trish to Marquez saying, I would have you back, I would take you back, I have you back in a heartbeat. That's fighting for your marriage when you guys were talking like that. So why y'all just sitting on the stage trying to make this man look like he crazy?
How long is a man supposed to deal with a woman who's broken?
Look at
Trish, you need counseling. You need counseling, you need healing. We all need healing.
And Marquez is right. And Marquez, I think you do as well. But Trish even said that she's now on her healing journey. I don't care what Ken say, and we're going to move on to this next scene. You don't know that woman better than her husband. You don't. You got too much dip on your chip, sir. That man know his wife. They grew up together, grew together, all of that. So shut up.
Help her heal.
Anybody that says that they want to be this bonus dad, this.
So that's that on that, child. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. That's all I gotta say. Was this one? I believe so. Hold on, guys.
Anybody?
Yes. So we're gonna move on away from there. What are you all's thoughts? Relly said Ken is fighting for his non-existent life with Trish. Yes, totally agree. And she probably still would take him back. Yes, Judy. But see, he's inserted himself so much talking about Ken that he's made it hard for them to even have any type of cordial co-parenting relationship. And look, a lot of us, it's some men in the chat, a lot of us are women. We know, okay, whether we gonna stay with somebody or not. When I made my decision, my divorce was final within months. It's been 5 years. That's for a reason. So Ken, if they are broken up, he should have stepped back long time ago. Just my thoughts. I had to cackle at this and we're going to move on. Special K said Ken is giving small payness energy as well. I should have just said what you said. Oh, child. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and go to this one, child.
My only concern for you, Marquez, honestly, is not this couch. My only concern for you is you and your kids. And I really want you to be able to feel that you're able to be them for them. That's it. And please keep us updated whenever you and Melody have that business meeting.
Oh, definitely. And I have multiple opportunities, Melody. Shout out to you. I want to give you a flowers in front of everybody. So like, regardless.
Martell probably pooped his pants, child, trying to sit there and act like he's so cool, calm, and collected.
So, hey, listen, he's a scammer. Don't give him too much.
Hey, don't.
He's a scammer.
Hey, you don't have no issues, right? Oh no. All right, Melody, I would like to give you a flowers because
he's a scammer. Don't give him too much.
See, not these. I give you some new ones. But all I want to say is, Melody,
I'm in the back, man.
I would like to give you your flowers now. I would also like to set up a meeting so we can talk about some business opportunities and we can continue to move forward and get back to the business. Let's get back to the business.
Woo, woo. Go, Marquez.
Let's get back to the business. Hey, I never met you, but I'm gonna show you much love and respect. Don't let this clown fool you. And I promise you, if she came to the house, she wasn't working out.
Facts. Marquez saying, I promise you, if she came to the house, she wasn't working out. Martell didn't deny it at all. Mel, yes, Brittany Janae. Hey, good, bad apple. Mel's like, it's going to be all right. Oh, y'all, going to be all right. Like, boy, if you don't get on up out my face. Look, Marquez, nothing wrong with you as a man. I just don't think, when it comes to Melody Cherie, I think she's like, yeah, but he tried. You know what I mean? He tried, and we know, most likely it was business because she's the only one that was really, really doing the damn thing. So I do think that he admired that, but we also know and I know that it'll never happen, she gave him the time of day, that man would have been there pronto. But I don't know if you guys noticed, all while Marquez was having his moment, Ken in the background, he a scammer, he a scammer, he a scammer. Shut up, Ken. Shut up.
My only concern for you.
So that's that on that. Cute little segment. And you guys see what Mel on this screen right now is tilting her head. That's how that whole thing happened. Okay, that head tilt. Like, boy, if you don't get the earth out my face. But here comes another favorite moment of mine from Mel. Let's take a look. Shout out to 1K plus in the chat. You guys hit the like button for me, please. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. Let's go.
You know, there was a scene where the ladies, you all were at the beach. There was a conversation about the word Jesus being brought up. And Nell made a comment that your fans have gotten to your head so much that you're now comparing yourself to Jesus.
Oh.
When you saw that, what did you think?
Ridiculous. I made the damn joke like you did.
I'm glad. Oh, I paused it. But Nell Fletcher said it was a joke. Ma'am, it wasn't a joke in that moment. It was not a joke when you were on that girl's trip. It wasn't. Let's continue.
It was a joke. Okay, if it was a damn joke, we good.
Do you think Mel head has blown up?
Y'all saw Destiny rolling her ass. Crazy ass girl.
Yeah. Blown up how?
In what way?
I mean, she said it when we was out here on the beach. She's the queen. You know, no one is going to do. Who's always saying that to me? No, Shanita started saying that to you. No, ma'am, I'm not talking about on the beach. There have been many conversations that Miss Nell has been a part of where she has said,
Cook Mel. Cook Mel. Cook Mel.
Mel the queen of this. Everybody needs to play their role. I said you said this is your platform, and I said it is your platform. I'm not asking me what I said is going to your head for falling in line.
Love that. Melody Cherie. Again, the theatrics and all of that. Can somebody let me know? Maybe I missed it. Did anybody else on this stage give that at any time? Did anybody? We're not talking about the lies with Destiny. Nobody. Loved it.
I'm repeating it plain. He asked me if I said it went to your head. And that's why it hurt me so much when she downplayed to me like our friendship and everything.
Theatrics. Yes, ma'am, Mel. Yes, ma'am. Because she over it. Like, oh my God, here come this mentor shit again. Theatrics. Reality TV. Nobody on this show has done that ever. Let's go.
But there's times I've talked to her when she's been in vulnerable space, and I'm like, Mel, it's okay. I've always mentored Mel and told Mel, you good. You got this. Have I done that to you too, Miss Nell? See, that's what you do. I'm asking.
And that's what she's supposed to do, ma'am. And that's what she's supposed to do. What you mean? See, that's what you do right now. Right there. You've been doing it this whole damn season. So if she talked to you in moments of need and you talk to her in moments of need, mentor, it's the same damn thing. How do you get a chance to say this on several occasions? But when she point out to you that I've been there for you as well, see, that's what you do right there. That's what the hell she's supposed to do. It's nothing but a friend, really. Mentoring means that they are basically taking you under their wing to set you up for success, especially in business. You know what I'm saying? Mentor where? So that title, I don't get why, maybe Nell Fletcher feels like if they acknowledge me as a mentor, then I am above them. No, your ass a friend. We've been there for each other. Let's continue.
That's what you do.
I'm asking. We have an exchange. There has been an exchange.
I have called you about Chris and Martell. Maybe one.
About Chris and Martell.
But I've been there more so for you and Martell's situation, or just you. So I'm not saying you haven't been there for me, but I don't want to do the back and forth.
And I appreciate you, Miss Nell.
Yeah, shut it down, Mel. Shut it down.
How did you think it was gonna be received?
I appreciate you.
When you
Kimmy, shut your ass up. I'm sorry. Shut up. That has nothing to do with you. Can you talk about something that's going on with you? Is it me? Seriously, is it me? She butted in on Marquez and Ken. Now she doing it with Nell and Mel. Girl, 9 seasons in, you ain't saying a damn thing about what's really going on with you. Shut up. Please.
I want to make sure she hears me.
Thank you, Mel. That was a classy shutdown. I want to make sure she hears me. That's what Mel said to Kimmy. Meaning, mind your business. We both grown. I got this. Damn. Oh, child, she irked me.
I appreciate you. I'm thankful for you. You know, in our conversation that I said, having God, my mom, and my kids, that works for me. I hate that that offended you. I already apologized to you when we had
real woman shit.
And I'm letting you know right here that I appreciate you.
Real woman shit.
Good. Oh,
Now, Carlos, you talk about resolution a lot. Mel didn't need no prodding. She did that. And she also wanted to shut that shit down. Enough. We get it. Mentor, you crying. You waited 6 weeks. You didn't go to your mama's house to assist with girl. Get a life. We over that. Mel was over it in that moment, and she didn't even allow Kimmy to stretch that shit out. Enough. It's done. I acknowledge you. I'm sorry if you were offended. I'm sorry. We done. Loved it. Shout out to Melody Cherie. All right. What are you all's thoughts about that? Kimmy needs that same energy about her husband's arrest and lipstick. Something, child. Special K said Nell is an infant. Gloria said Lexi needed a mentor. And Nell declined the offer. Not the mentors. Child, look, Lexi, Lance, Chris. Lance and Kristen got arrested 2, 3, 4 times. That's your problem. You want to mentor the strangers, but not those that's under your roof. Not the mentors. Nell and Chris should never allow that word to come out of their mouths again. Chris, the mentor, was trying to hook Martell up with women months after his wife moved out. Months. Mentor? Where they do that at? Mentors, confidants, or whatever role that they wanted to play is going to try to continue to mentor them until the ink is on those papers. They ain't at the gym saying, "Ooh, damn, she got a body, man. Let me let you know." Nell Fletcher, mentors, is mentoring those in their own damn household. Man, you stuck on strangers. You was a mentor to Tisha, mentor to Mel. Meanwhile, shit was off the chain in your crib. Meanwhile, and it seems like for years, according to your stepdaughter. So yeah, we over it just like Mel was over it. Like, enough. Baby, let's go ahead and get into this shutdown right here. Dion, somebody get Dion on the line. Get Dion on the line. ASAP. Clip this and send this shit to her. Because child, it's Sunday. The BS that Dion and Destiny talk every Monday is just that BS. Now, I want you guys to know, since we started watching this third part of this reunion, I believe all of this was after the whole grooming accusations. What a way to come back, Mel, as far as improve folks wrong. They tried to act like she ran off stage crying and shaking and scared and baby bye. Where? And in this scene, shut Destiny ass down. But why are we here? How we even talking about friends and this or that? And your ass then accuse me of grooming. I'll say this again to Dion, and we're going to go ahead and look at this. Dion on is running scared. But Dion said, we ain't worried about no lawsuit. You should be. And even that idle threat that you made last week, like there's more people and more to come, you should be. And if you see this before y'all go live tomorrow, you better take heed. Because if OWN scrambled to remove episodes, to edit, I believe even this one, they scared. But you're not. You're not scared. You shouldn't even be in this anyway. What is your relationship with Destiny? It's not therapist. There's been some rumors out here what it really is, but bad advice, and I'm going to move on. But Dion, you are the reason, I want you to know this, that a lot of people don't want to sit down with no damn therapist. Look how you handled all this shit with Destiny. Pumped her head up, act like she was a victim, and she was begging to be in Mel's presence. Let's go.
So Destiny came on the trip, and it was the first time this season that you and Destiny were able to be in the same room.
First time in years.
During the trip, you two did have a moment. And what I thought was nice is Melody is entering the house, and Destiny, you mouthed to her that you were sorry.
Which
Carlos, you straight, oh, man, I just had to catch myself. You ain't shit. Don't just say what Destiny said. Play what Destiny said. Let the audience see that. She was begging. I love you. I miss you. I'm sorry. Why didn't we get a flashback? I know why. Because it's Mel. Okay? And I'm about to touch on that again in a minute.
Tears in her eyes.
And
tears in her eyes.
For what I had to do to you. That was
What does Destiny mean by saying, I'm sorry what I had to do to you? What do you mean? What did you have to do to her? What did you? This is after the grooming. What did you have to do to her? Or what did you just do? You, Destiny. What did you do since the time the friendship ended? You move like a snake. You move like an op. What did you have to do? Somebody explain that to me in the comments. Let's continue, because I don't get it.
yeah, exact word.
yeah, and then but you also said to her too, like, y'all need to talk, right?
No, she said we need to talk.
Okay, y'all. Okay,
No, she said, we'll talk. Like, damn, can you leave me alone? That's what Mel said in that moment. Okay, we'll talk. Like, okay, stop, leave me alone. You're cornering me here, there. You want to talk? You want to do this? We'll talk. Mel knew that they wouldn't talk, but for the sake of this goddamn trip that you done popped up on, girl, we'll talk. Let's continue. But Destiny gonna make it her reality, child.
y'all
I
need
said
to
we'll
talk.
talk.
We'll talk. And then you guys had a conversation, and then you guys left there, at least with the understanding of, like, you know what, it is what it is. Obviously, y'all won't be as close as y'all were, or maybe
Never.
friends, but y'all did leave on one accord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance for you to ever be friendly towards each other?
Hell
I think
no.
that the opportunity for Destiny and I to be friendly
Hell
towards
no.
each other was when we left St. Thomas.
If you paint the picture to these ladies that I'm moving too fast,
Wait a minute now, Destiny. How is moving too fast even in your mouth? You were grown. I'm confused over here. Moving too fast. Why was you moving at all instead of moving back? You were groomed. Dion, does that make sense to you? Take them foggy earth glasses off. Maybe you can see. Does that make sense to anybody in the chat? Let me know, please.
and I'm coming on too strong.
Coming on. Wait a minute now. You coming on. You coming on too strong. And somebody help me. This is after the whole grooming thing. Why are you coming on at all? Is it me? You're coming on too strong to the groomer, and they tearing her ass up on social media after last night. Oh, that'll be another video. Let's continue.
That's like giving somebody that you feel is stalking you your telephone number. So I'm like, why are we creating this narrative again of a needy person?
Because you are. You are needy. You've been needy. I want to be in your village. Can you be in my village? Can we go to me-in-law go with you to the water park? Hey, girl, what you doing? Hey, girl, what's going on? Hey, girl, hey, girl. You are needy. And everybody else came out, Kimmy, a couple other people, and said, damn, Destiny was all up in Mel's earth over there. I'm sorry. I love you. Yes, Sammy. You're needy and you crazy. That crazy part is me saying that, my opinion. This girl is dangerous. Let's go.
Or a person that's doing too much.
Oh, yes. On the St. Thomas trip, Destiny, everywhere I sat, Destiny was sitting next to me, right across from me. It was a lot.
Yes, it was.
Every time we sat down somewhere to eat and all of that, we all talked about it. Destiny was either sitting next to me, right across from me, and the whole time she would be whispering to me.
Damn, wait a minute. Now you whispering to this woman that you've come out with these explosive allegations that's most likely going to land your ass in a courtroom. What? And we seen it in my Moses voice. We seen it when they was over there on that girls trip. Can you move? Can you switch seats with me? Girl, ew.
Talking to me the whole time, run the camera. She would be, so did you know about this? Did you know about this?
No.
Did you know?
Text me on your phone.
So let me finish. I'm not done. This is
the entire time.
No, ma'am. I text you the entire time because you're talking to me.
Destiny, if y'all was filming and you is reaching over, leaning over, did you know that? She probably not trying to just talk or whisper in the middle of a scene that's being filmed. Because you just said the cameras was rolling. Let me text this girl my goddamn answer so we can continue to film. You know Mel ain't just texting your ass all willy-nilly. This is after you were seen with coleslaw and putting her babies, Mel's babies, on the internet. What is she texting you for? In that moment, for you to shut the hell up, let's film this scene so we can go home.
No, Destiny is sitting here talking to me.
Ladies,
Girl, bye. Carlos, I didn't like you in this moment. Well, I don't like you, period. But how you gonna shut down when Mel is cooking? But you done gave Destiny a whole damn segment about grooming and limo and this or that. Why you cut Mel off like that? Let's move on. And the reason why Carlos cut Mel off like that, because Carlos thought Mel and Destiny was going to be able to revisit this next season. Ain't no next season. Why did you cut that off like that? Seriously. After we seen Destiny faking, lying, shaking, and all of that. He did, Special K, cut her completely off while she was cooking. You ain't slick, Carlos, with your little blouse on and brooch. You ain't slick at all, sir. Ain't no next season. Yes, Mixie, jokes on his earth. Child, that's that on that. Like I said, somebody give that to Foggy, glasses wearing ass, Dion. Dion, hold off on that. Let's wait and see if they gonna show this. Let's wait and see this. Dion, you've been over there sitting there listening to a liar. You over there listening to somebody that's tried to paint themselves out to be the victim. But if given an opportunity, she would have been at Mel's house. She would have been at Mel's performances. She would have been at the water park. She would have been any and everywhere like a stalker does, that Melody Cherie wanted her presence at. Like I said, if Dion take off them damn glasses, maybe you can see. You got a whole lot to say as a life coach. Destiny, this is why your life going the way it is. Any life coach, therapist, and all of that will not have you moving the way you've been moving. And she gonna land your ass in jail. Because Dion said, oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more people. There's more this. Girl, what's your problem? Because anything that Destiny has said to you, and I promise you guys, we're going to get to this last thing. Anything that Destiny has said to you is hearsay. You weren't there in those moments. Just like that whole limo shit. Destiny, that was hearsay. So since Dion didn't tell you, I'm going to tell you. Your ass could end up in court for that. Because you came out here and said it with your chest like you was there. That was hearsay. You weren't there. And I'm confused as to why that was your business anyway. You done already shut down the whole grooming shit. And this is why I say your ex-husband may have a case about your ass. Some more evidence to add to you all's case. Because it shows that you are willing to come out here and put serious allegations on people and then come back and say, oh, well, maybe it was the choice of words. Oh, well, maybe it wasn't that. Oh, what? No, that's not how that works. You're dangerous. You're dangerous. And like I said, and I'm going to move on, Dion, you're going to make that girl experience some type of consequences if you don't move in the manner that you should be moving. You just proved to me you just as crazy as Destiny. I'm sorry. You sitting there with glee after this chick then said that somebody was grooming them, but she's begging, she's stalking, she's coming on too strong. This is all out of Destiny's mouth. And she'll make your ass look like a fool, because if Mel called her ass today and said, hey, girl, let's meet up and let's go talk, she going. While you over there, Dion, with straight, complete nonsense, trying to scare folks, talking about she a thug. Girl, bye. Bye. So, yeah, again, I love the whole shutdown from Mel. Never, ever will we ever be friends. Carlos, I'm going to shut that shit down for you right now. Never, ever. Meaning, if she hadn't made her decision on that stage, that's not going to happen, sir. There will not be future scenes with me and this chick trying to come to a resolution for a friendship. Ain't no friendship. That's why Mel ended it years ago. She peeped game. So anyway, ooh, child, Destiny is, I'm sorry. And you guys take a look on social media, tearing her ass up. And I'm definitely going to have a video about it. Yes, I am. Your plan backfired, miss. I'll go ahead and say this real quick. I got it in my phone, but I'll put this when we go live about this one day this week. Kimmy, Marceau, Tisha, Maurice, I ain't got the phone by me, is on vacation in Aruba. And in that video, it started off when they went live. Tisha was talking about, I guess Maurice was going to try to teach Kimmy how to twerk and all of that. And that's all they have to offer. What can we do to keep these men interested in us? Oh, let's twerk. But in that live, Marceau warned Kimmy that she could be destinied. That's my new word for it. She could be destinied. Because Kimmy said, they talking to the people in the chat. They had about 100 folks, child. I'm like, when Mel go live, she got about 2,000-3,000. But anyway, they talking to people in the chat. And Kimmy said, if somebody is from Huntsville, y'all, let's meet up so you can teach me how to twerk. Marceau said, Destiny, this way you and Dion need to take a look. You don't want to do that, because if you do that, somebody could say that you, and he stopped himself. But what he was saying was groom them. Destiny, you got people scared. You got people scared about their interactions with folks that's fun, and women and men talking about X and, all of that. Marceau warned Kimmy, don't you meet up with somebody and learn how to twerk. And he said that shit because of you, Destiny. So yeah, her whole plan backfired. People not looking at Mel like she's no damn groomer. People not looking at Mel funny because whatever, if ever, they did some shit in their marriage, like she did something wrong. My question, and I said this last night, I promise you guys I'm moving on. If by chance, and I don't think that was the case, and welcome, Stella, I'm sorry, welcome. If by chance couples are sitting together and they are talking about things like that, we ain't gonna get to the doing part, but I will. They're comfortable with each other in that manner. If by chance an act was performed, what was the other folks doing? Tisha made sure to say, me and Martha, no. Kimmy ain't said shit. Kimmy sat there like, wait a minute now, if you said that about her, how you know about this? And what was said about me? But I'm going to take you guys down to season 1 real quickly. Mel and Martell wasn't even going to celebrate their 10-year anniversary. Big problems was jumping off in the home. Big problems. The cast, Kimmy, Tisha, decided to, hey, let's take them out for their anniversary. That's how much tension was in Mel and Martell's house. It was Cammy's idea, I believe, or maybe both of them. Hey, let's go to this lingerie store and get Mel some lingerie and all of this. It was them that produced that lingerie to Mel in the limo. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm arguing with this Negro every day about him cheating, about this disrespectful side chick that's calling me, if these chicks then already called me bougie, and me and Tisha just had this blow up, and Tisha told me that's why your husband bought matching BMWs and all, how would it ever get to the point of her going down on Martell in no limo? She was about to divorce Martell. She had just met with an attorney. We just watched we got up to episode 13 of season 1. My cutie crew and I. Mel had divorce on her mind, not Martell's payments. So Destiny, again, on the outside looking in, you ran with some information where your ass didn't see. And Tisha said Martell suggested it. I ain't switching shit up that quick just because we just so happen to be in a limo. No, I ain't switching shit up. We got real shit going on behind the scenes. So it was none of her business. And if she continued to listen to foggy glasses ass Dion, her ass gonna be in yet another courthouse with another judgment that she can't pay. My advice to you, Destiny, whatever you coming out and saying tomorrow, you need to keep that shit on you. Because you looking crazy out here in these streets. Dion ain't gonna tell you, but I am. You looking crazy. Scan through them comments, ma'am. Let's get to Stormy Steele. I had to take back a tweet last night because we already knew that it was Stormy that was coming. I said, here come the ghetto. Watch the Ignis. We ain't see that. Do I think that Love and Marriage Huntsville, Carlos King, invited Stormy to sit on that stage and talk about what she had going on for 2 minutes? Absolutely not. Do I think that there are scenes where Stormy and Mel may have had some words when it comes to the millimeters because she was arrested and all of that? Absolutely. Do I think that Stormy and Mel had a conversation about the girls trip and all of that? Absolutely. Dion, this is for you. They edited that shit out. They scared, but you not. Okay. They edited the hell out of that exchange when it comes to Stormy still. But anyway, let's take a look. Child, how we get here? I am at an hour and 19 minutes. My goodness. Let's go.
So what's going on with you? Because, you know, you've been on the show and then you decided to walk away from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Why is that?
Life just got really busy. I ended up being the first person on TikTok to have $1 million live stream. Since then, I have become the #1 live seller in the entire United States on any live selling platform. And it has had me everywhere. And then you guys saw it. You saw what my mom had to say about me getting arrested and what comes with the back end.
Oh my God.
It was just like, before I even came to Love and Marriage, people knew me for my brand, Candace Beauty.
I didn't. Look, I'm going to give her props, but I didn't. And I do think that, look, and if she used this platform and this opportunity to come on here so more people can know about her brand, then so be it. But when you came on this show, Stormy, we remember Kyle. We remember you praising Kyle, saying that it was because of him. Because you lost 20 million. Somebody stole it. You say, wasn't ever no lawsuit. No person ever was named and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't know you. And that's just real talk until I saw a post from Mel that didn't even have anything to do with Love and Marriage Huntsville at the time, supporting Stormy on Facebook. That's when I learned of Stormy. But, Rose, thank you for this comment. I'm going to jump to this and right back. I did like when Mel shut Martell ass down. You know, Martell trying to, they didn't say the name of who he feels like is Mel's man. Let's not forget, I think they edited that shit out as well. When Marcus went to Martell's dressing room, Martell said, I got something to reveal. I got something. And I think that's what he called himself, revealing. The shit that he put in them court papers about who he felt like Mel's man is. And Mel said, no, I do have a man, but that's not it. So thank you, Rose. Let's continue with Stormy, child.
And the negativity that came from like certain fans of the show.
Wait a minute, fans of the show, meaning Betty, meaning Petty Betty, Stormy. You say the negativity when it comes to fans of the show. Your mom was a fan of the show. Oh, we know that. We synced it. We synced all the negative comments, Stormy, from your mom. That would have been my clapback on that stage. Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of negativity going around, Stormy, from Petty Betty as well. Okay.
It was just more than I wanted to deal with while I was doing something so astronomical. And that's the table that I was building at TikTok. But I love the show. I love the people here. And I wish I could have stayed. It just was, was either or for me.
You know, kudos to you. Kudos to Courtney. Is he too scared to come out and say hi to us, child?
Courtney went never with.
Courtney
was here for me.
No, Courtney was being nasty.
That is true. No. What she's saying is true.
What?
He was here for me. He was not.
No, but he was warming up. Did y'all feel like Courtney was warming up a little bit, like with the fellas?
A little bit.
A little bit. He was natural. He's a natural.
Yeah.
I will say this. I don't know about the braid. Is that hair or fabric on Stormy's dress? But she did look amazing. So we know that, I believe around that time, Stormy said that she had some surgery and all of that. And the color popped on her. Her and Mel, for me, were the best dressed women as far as being on this show, on the reunion. Let's continue.
He has so much potential.
Yeah, he ain't.
All right, well, thank you for stopping by, my love.
Thank you.
All right. So this is how we know that there was a lot that was cut out. Because right here, Carlos told her, thank you for stopping by, my love. Meaning, Stormy would have got up and exited the building. There was a whole lot more from that because we saw that Stormy was still sitting there when they spoke on Kiki. Let's continue.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, yeah, they edited the hell up. Mel got them on their toes, baby. I love it. I love it. But look, shout out to Stormy and her success. Shout out to Mel and her success. That is one friendship, I guess, or associateship that I wish that could have gone on without all the drama and all of that. And I do think that it was hard for Mel to continue because, look, if my mama telling me I don't like her, she using you, she want to use your pole, she want to use your poo, they ain't no power couples and watch her and this or that. Yeah, it would have been hard for me to continue. But speaking as a Black woman, I would have loved for that situation, the two most successful women on the show, for that to have been a thing. And it wasn't. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Let's get to this last scene. And before I push play, I'm going to pause. What they are not showing over here on OMFG reality TV is the whole lighting of the candles and all of that when it comes to the cast meeting up and honoring Kiki. And for me, as I mentioned, yeah, it's nice that they showed it at the reunion. I would have liked for, when we're dealing with trauma and situations like that, it'd be nice to see that while we're watching the show. And I would have loved to have seen a sit down of all of the cast, not just at a memorial, after they heard the news and processing that with an on-set therapist or something like that. But they met up and they, gave special words to Kiki. Maurice took it real bad at that memorial and all of that. And then now Carlos is asking Tisha about it. And I got some questions. We're going to get there.
So, Tisha, you decided to put together the memorial in honor of Kiki. And if I ask you anything that's uncomfortable, please tell me to stop, okay?
Okay.
How are things now with you and the family since the passing?
My only concern is just her kids. That's it. Like, nobody else matters to me. I've always had a great relationship with her kids. And so I just want to make sure I keep that relationship going. And she's been my sister that I never had. And I hate that the moment she had on the show, nobody got a chance to really witness that side of her.
I'm going to pause right there. I'm not going to be too hard on Tisha. But Tisha, a lot of us viewers that were watching, we didn't like the disrespect that you allowed Marceau to do with Kiki. We never liked it. He had too much mouth for Kiki, your cousin. So, I know that Tisha's hurt. I know that there are things that she regret. Wanda should, but don't, in my opinion, regret. But I do think that it was Marceau that played a big part in Tisha not being able to move in the way that maybe her heart wanted her to move. PK Joe, guilt, period. And if she would have demanded, because I can guarantee you, she can't talk to none of Marceau's people like that. If she would have demanded, hold up, this is my first cousin. She's like a sister to me. If she would have demanded that, there wouldn't have been a lot of backlash that was going on when it comes to Tisha and Kiki. But you got content creators and subscribers and people on these social media sites pissed about that. We'll never forget the Best of My Hillbillies episode. I will say publicly again, somebody that married into my family would have never been able to conduct themselves on our turf. Marceau was buck wild. And Tisha, you sat there. But let's continue.
My relationship. And so, of course, people are running with what they saw, what happened on the show. And that was hurtful, too. But at the end of the day, she was my first cousin. She was my sister cousin. And we had a relationship. And no matter what the hurt and the things that everybody else got a chance to see on the show, it was always love there. And for that, I'm going to honor her. And I'm going to pay my respect to her. And I'm going to do my part. And nobody can stop that.
Stormy, it was revealed that you paid for the Taya funeral. Is that true?
Wait a minute, what? It was revealed that Stormy paid for the entire funeral. And kudos to Stormy. Kudos to Stormy. A lot of the Cutie crew said that Stormy was doing her big popping-ish. You know, Stormy, at her time on Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby, she always reminded us that she big shit. She got money. She this, she that. I'm not going to rat her too much because it was still admirable that Stormy paid for the services. But baby, I know you did not have to do that. We got millionaires. Mark Soapy out here on a weekly basis. Tisha, Wanda. How did you guys say thank you, Stormy, but no thanks? Oh my God, Stormy, thank you. That is so nice of you to offer that. But we got it, sis. That's my whole part about that. Erica say, Tisha is a millionaire. PK Joe say, yes, the millionaire sister cousin. Baby Wanda be out here talking big shit. My family this, my family that. I'm so confused. Marceau say Tisha get all her money from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tisha getting paid. The average service gonna run you about 15 to 20K if it's, you know, a nice one. If Tisha is able to keep her whole money that she's getting paid for Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I don't touch it, and she do what she want to do, I'm just really, again, for me, I'm just confused. But it is what it is. Shout out to Stormy. I'm not going to take it from her, no matter the reason. She says she felt it in her heart. We're going to continue, but not the millionaires, child. Let that go on. Not the millionaires. Marceau said that, what was the whole dollar situation where Stormy got offended? You ain't making no money and all of that. We got the money. Not the millionaires. Wanda, there is no coming back from this, ma'am. You can't come out here and say anything about your family. You got your food truck and your chitlin dressing that you be selling and all that stuff. There's nothing you can come out here and say where you guys let that stand as is. Like I said, it could have just been an offer. Maybe Tisha them didn't know right away. Then once you found out, the millionaires, I would say, I'm going to go ahead and give her this back. We got it. That was so nice. Thank you, Basham. The rich wife. That's what Tisha represents, child. Where? And you letting strangers, co-workers pay. You know what I mean? And look, we're going to move on because I don't want to make this part messy. Yes, rest in peace to Kiki. Kiki was married with a husband and all of that. So I get it that the sole responsibility would fall on the husband, the mom, the dad, and all of that. But Tisha said she the only one made it out of Bestman. Wanda said she's a millionaire and all of that. That's my only point. Let's continue so we can get out of here. Oh, I got open panel up here, don't I?
Ooh, child. Such a strong affinity for Kiki. We know why. And I knew some of what she was going through financially. And then my mind went right to what I could do to help her family. So I know most times that can be like a strain on a lot of people. And I ain't gonna lie, like when I found out I couldn't go to sleep that night, I said, I gotta find out how to get in touch with her husband. And I got a few people on the phone and I called him, and it was crazy when he answered the phone. He said it wasn't nothing but God, because him and another friend had just been sitting there talking about how they was gonna cover the cost, and it was just on my spirit heavy to do it. So I did it.
And that was so big of you, Stormy. Like, that speaks to you and your heart.
Now, Tisha and Stormy got into it and all of that, but what can you say in that moment to Big Bang, Hank, Stormy? That was so sweet of you. That was so nice. You can't say anything. You let this girl out-trump you when it comes to your family, child.
And once I heard that, it just really changed my whole perspective, you know, of you. And you're not family. You didn't have to do it, but you felt that and you needed and you wanted to do it. So for that, it was like, that just speaks to you as a person.
Is there anything anybody would like to say just in regards to Kiki?
And I do want to point out real quickly, I dropped the link. If you want to come up and give me your thoughts in 1 minute or less, feel free to click the link. But I want to point out real quickly, notice the positions of the chairs. Carlos got Mel in the first chair, Stormy in the first chair. There was much more that went on, in my opinion, to when it comes to Stormy and Mel. And I'm glad that we didn't see it, child, because I'm over it. As far as slanging and banging. Let's go.
Your thoughts about, you know, there's no pressure to say anything.
Keep her family in your prayers. Her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Keep her kids.
And I'll say that not just prayers, right? If you can do something for her family and she touched you in a way, do something for her family.
I want to say right here, shout out to Mims, Wente Talk. Who else was on that panel where they did, and I made sure to contribute the collect funds on behalf of Kiki for her kids. So I agree with Maurice, you know, and if anyone has Amin's Cash App, you know, share it. And that way we can make sure, I believe the oldest son had a Cash App as well. You know, make sure to send support to them babies. Just imagine. A lot of us are motherless and fatherless because they passed. But imagine at that age. So, you know, I appreciated what Maurice had to say in that moment.
Like, her children are at pivotal points in each and every one of their lives. And if you can make a difference, make a difference.
Yeah. And I just want, like, the relationship between Kiki and I, for people that's watching the show and people that's on stage, to just, you think you have time, you know, you think you get into it with people you love and you care about. You're like, eventually one day we will make up and we'll talk about it. But, you know, right now is not the time. And I mean, I thought that. And I think with Kiki and I, we both allowed the hurt to get in the way of the love we have for one another.
And that's an excellent point. I am going to give that to Tisha. There are no do-overs, you know, and it's unfortunate that there are some situations where you do cut ties with even family based off of what you're getting out of that pain and all of that drama. I've been there, done that, where tough decisions had to be made where, yeah, I'm not about to continue to go on with this. But that is a lesson. If it's something that can be resolved, absolutely you should try to do that. But if it's not, sometimes you gotta, what my mama always say, put it in the Lord's hand. Let's continue of how Carlos thought that he was setting up the next season. No, sir.
And so I have vowed, and I'm like, I'm never, ever, this has taught me a lesson. I'm never going to do that ever again. If I love you, if we have a conflict, we're going to resolve it and we're going to move forward. Because I don't ever want the hurt to get in the way of the love.
Yeah, and that's the reason why, look, one thing I've always tried to do every reunion is find places of some sort of resolve. Listen, this is a family. There's love here. And what this has proven to us is life is too short. She was young, vibrant, you know, sassy, has so much personality. None of us saw this coming.
I'm not going to take this moment to point. Well, I'm going to take a moment to point out. Okay, Brown Mama, find your home. Find your home. Join Destiny and Dion tomorrow on her channel. Go join their tribe. Okay. So yeah, you out of here. But you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and I'll even say the same thing when it comes to Carlos, because Carlos, the way you treated Kiki at that reunion last year was horrible. You know, we gonna move on.
But that's how life works. And what you don't want to do after you leave here tonight is to walk away with any regrets because it's never that deep to look at a person and say, look, I still love you and we gonna be good. Like, we're good. We're good. And it is my hope that each and every one of you find a place. And it doesn't have to be now or tonight, but to look deep down inside yourselves and to try to find that place of reconciliation.
And please find that place while the camera's rolling for next season. Carlos, come on now. You don't want people to work things out, really. If so, you know, ain't no show. It's no show. So the people don't believe ya. I don't believe ya. But if I can give you this message right now in this moment and it sink in with you guys, then damn, next season gonna be good. Because we gonna put a camera in your face. We gonna pick that up. Melody Cherie said no, sir. There is one person on that stage that will say never, ever. That's Mel with Destiny. Absolutely not. Okay? Everything ain't got to be worked out. So I didn't fall for it, Carlos, but let's go ahead. We are at the final seconds of this reunion.
All right. We always think it's important that we go out on a high note, and this year is certainly no different. So let's bring out some champagne, please.
Is this black chocolate in a bottle? I didn't send it this year.
Did you bring it?
No. I did not.
So listen, happy birthday to Marceau Scott.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. So in honor of the messiest man on the stage.
On reality TV, next to Carlos.
Girl, a bra or something, Destiny.
You says me? Martel has me beat.
Baby.
Don't do that. But all jokes aside, thank you, Marceau J. Scott. We are celebrating 45 years of you on this wonderful earth. Thank you for always being in every single woman's business. We appreciate you, and we love you, and we honor you.
Thank you, sir.
To Marceau!
He didn't lie, child. No lies detected. Marceau has always been in women business. Marceau, again, was, you know, one of the most integral parts when it comes to my opinion. Again, Tisha and Kiki. Marceau has gone at it with Mel, Miss Van, social media for years. So Carlos did not lie. But I don't know why, Good Bad Apple. We were there, sis. The link was posted on YouTube and Patreon. We had a good time. But look, that's it for me when it comes to love and marriage Huntsville. When it comes to topics concerning love and marriage Huntsville, that will continue. But when it comes to recapping, when it comes to showcasing anybody but Melody Cherie, the cast and the rumors and what they got going on and all of that, probably not, unless it's something that's really, really trending. Okay. And it's a big sigh of relief. You guys should feel that way. Shout out to Doggett. Did I start that comment from Mel that somebody put in there when it comes to Mel? I will say this about Mel. Seeing her in that final scene, I was happy to see that, because that whole situation that Destiny tried to have going on when it comes to the defamation and trying to disparage Mel's character and bring her down and all that bullshit she was talking, I was glad to see in that final scene Mel with that champagne glass in her hand. And look, Mel ain't never scared. I've been saying that, you know, but I was just happy to see that it wasn't, you know, anger, and she was, you know what I mean? And no, she handled her business, baby, and shut Destiny down. In my Cardi B voice, we got beef forever. Okay? Stay your crazy ass over there where you are. Don't ask about me. Don't text me. don't do nothing. Continue to be with Martell and his paramour. You fit. Y'all go ahead and have that threesome because Destiny, it is amazing to me, and I'm going to get off of this. You ain't got no smoke for Martell, but you got all that smoke for Mel. Martell, your dumb ass. Mel going to use that shit for y'all court case if she, you know. I believe so. And Destiny LeBerry gonna use it for yours as well. Just dummies, child. But shout out again to Melody Cherie exiting the building on top when it comes to Love in Mirror Huntsville. I love that final episode last night, but please believe the producers and Carlos King scrambled big time. To you guys, let me properly thank Alan. Thank you again. Welcome, Stella, to the Cutie crew. Special K, thank you so very much for your super chat. You said, love your community, channel, and energy. That means the world to me. Special thanks. I just had to take a deep breath. Normally on this day, the day that my daddy left me, is hard. It's hard. So I appreciate each and every one of you that was in this chat that lifted my spirits up. I'm glad I got it over with. Now I can go soak just a little bit. But I appreciate you guys. So Special K, thank you for your energy as well. Miss Neen, it's very interesting that they didn't talk about Dusty's Park Day and the scene between Martell, Marceau, and Tisha. It just wasn't discussed at all. Why? Because he gonna protect them Scots, baby. He gonna protect them Scots. Carlos told Marceau season 2 when they went on his Reality with the King or whatever it used to be called then. No, y'all ain't got to leave because Marceau said he's ready to lead the show. We'll just talk about your business. So I do agree. That's weird as hell for all of that to happen. And then we don't see it. That was the summer of last year. The reunion was filmed in October. Just proves to me that Carlos is not a good producer at all. And you're out of a line because you have alliances with people where you can't properly discuss what happened on the show. So excellent comment. Thank you for your super chat. Zanya, thank you, sis. Danya said, great review as usual, chit chat. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Oh, thank you so very much. And I love you too, Relly. Thank you. Love all of you guys. Honestly, it's been a time, but we're not done. I think I'm going to wait, but when it comes to Married to Medicine, we'll be watching that live on Patreon. I'm gonna start that with the reunion. We'll also be watching Real Housewives of Atlanta live. I'll also be doing, still be doing commentary videos and all of that, hot topics and everything when it comes to other shows outside of Love and Marriage Huntsville, pop culture, breaking news, all of that. Also, and I'll post it on my community wall. I have a second channel where we will be discussing legal issues, trials, and all of that. Shout out to Jay-Z. Charges were dropped. And join me over there as well. QT Podcast live, I think, child. I don't even know. But I'll let you know. Shout out again to 27K. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. I hit that on this special day. And again, to my daddy, continue to rest in peace. Daughter of Israel. Thank you again, sis. Thank you for your cash apps and all that you do, all of your support. She got them scrambling, baby. They are scrambled eggs, and it's done. Carlos, if you listen to a lot of the larger platforms, Kempire, Color Me Pink, a lot of them, they agree this show should be over. There's not going to be any resolution, and if it does go forward, everybody acting. I'm letting you guys know now. Everybody will be acting, okay? But thank you guys again for the super chats, cash out. Money, 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 money. Shout out to the replay gang for those that will watch this later. If you were here and you did not hit that like button, please hit the like button for me. Shout out for us getting over 1.2K. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I doubt if I'll be back today. I do have a couple videos and, tucked away. But I may hold those as well. Thank you again to each and every one of you for joining me for this live. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, your family, and all of that. We will be discussing a topic that Teresa Wright wants me to discuss probably tomorrow at some point, but it's the federal layoffs and all of that. The world, shit that's affecting us like for real. So make sure to join me. But I love you guys. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the Cutie crew. Shout out to the Cutie mods. And shout out to each and every one of you cuties. Thank you again for joining me. And I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.